truth, the lies. My battles lived inside my head. I drowned in silence, left words unsaid. You begged me once to let you in, but I was prisoner to my skin. And though your love was fierce and true, I broke it all, I broke on you. The mirror showed a man unmade, a heart that stumbled, bent, betrayed. I fought myself, I lost the war, and with that loss I lost much more. Now empty nights and hollow halls repeat your name against the walls. I see the ghost of who we were, but not the man you once preferred. And insecurities, they bled me dry. I let love fall, I watched it die. The fall was mine, the cost was true. I lost myself, I lost you too. Broken by myself, I stand, an empty heart, an empty hand. The greatest love I'll never claim was lost beneath my own shame. The world can't heal, the skies turn new, but not the love I lost in you. If I could turn these hours back, I'd learn the strength I knew I lacked. But time won't give me one more chance to face myself, to take that stance. Now lessons carved in skin and bone remind me I am not alone. For every man who's lost the same, no self can be the hardest chain. Insecurities, they bled me dry. I let love fall, I watched it die. The fall was mine, the cost was true. I lost myself, I lost you too. Broken by myself, I stand, an empty heart, an empty hand. The greatest love I'll never claim was lost beneath my own shame. The world can't heal, the skies turn new, but not the love I lost in you. Song someday, know it's my heart I had to say. The love I lost, the man I miss, still burns inside, still does exist. Broken by myself, I stand, an empty heart, an empty hand. The greatest love I'll never claim was lost beneath my own shame. The world moves on, stars renew, but I'll forever ache for you. Broken by myself, I stand, an empty heart, an empty hand. The greatest love I'll never claim was lost beneath my own shame. The world moves on, the stars renew, Day you left, the sky turned gray. The earth went silent, took you away. Your chair sat empty, tools still near, but nothing filled the space but fear. I stumbled hard, I lost my ground. The man I was could not be found. But in the silence, through the pain, your voice kept calling out my name. You taught me how to work the land, to face a storm, to make a stand. Your calloused hands, your steady eyes still guide me when the daylight dies. I thought the grave had closed the door, but you still live in me much more. And now I know what I must do, pass down your fire, your truth, your roots. Though death has taken flesh away, your spirit walks with me each day. The Father gone, the man remains, your blood still running through my veins. The lessons he left in me are stronger than the grief I see. Though I was broken, though I cried, he still lives on right by my side. The man I am, the man I'll be, was shaped by what he gave to me. Sons, I kneel to show the seeds to plant, the way to grow. Your wisdom flows in every word, a timeless song the world still heard. I thought I lost you to the ground, but here you are and all I found. For though your breath has slipped away, your legacy is mine to stay. Though death has taken flesh away, your spirit walks with me each day. The Father gone, the man remains, your blood still running through my veins. The lessons he left in me are stronger than the grief I see. Though I was broken, though I cried, he still lives on right by my side. The man I am, the man I'll be, was shaped by what he gave to me. Whoa. When my time has come to end, I'll see you there, my Father friend. Until that day I'll stand, I'll lead and give my children what they need. The lessons he left in me are stronger than eternity. Though I was broken, though I cried, he still lives on right by my side. The man I am, the man I'll be, is born from what he gave to me. Whoa. gave her all, I gave my best. A loyal soul, a faithful chest. But lies can cut like sharpened steel, and love can break on what's not real. I found her eyes in someone's arms, a bitter truth, a cruel harm. And though it brought me to the floor, I swore I'd rise, I'd hurt no more. Felt like fire burned my skin, a storm that raged from deep within. The nights were long, the trust was gone, but still I walked, I still moved on. For what is love without respect? It's just a ghost of sad neglect. And though she chose to walk away, my honor's something she can't take. A broken heart still beats the same. It learns to heal, it learns the flame. And in the ashes I can see her loss was never meant for me. Honor in the broken heart, a brand new fire, a stronger start. Though she betrayed, though trust is gone, I still remain, I still move on. Her choice is hers, but mine is clear. I'll never bow to pain or fear. So if you lost what you held dear, if love betrayed has brought you here, remember worth is what you keep, not what another failed to see. For loyalty is not a chain, it's strength that rises out of pain. And though my heart was torn apart, there's honor in this broken heart. A broken heart still beats the same. It learns to heal, it learns the flame. And in the ashes I can see her loss was never meant for me. Honor in the broken heart, a brand new fire, a stronger start. Though she betrayed, though trust is gone, I still remain, I still move on. Her choice is hers, but mine is clear. I'll never bow to pain or fear. Cost of loyalty and love she lost. But by that time I'll stand above, with honor, strength, and deeper love. Honor in the broken heart, a brand new fire, a stronger start. Though she betrayed, though trust is gone, I still remain, I still move on. Her choice is hers, but mine is clear. Found an oak line on my father's ship, Rust on the frame, dust on the cell. No hands to move, no time to show. Like all the years that came and chose to go, I thought of the moments I let slip away, of the love I lost, of the words I didn't say. Life ain't measured in minutes or days. It's in the fire of hearts, in the roads we blaze. I remember her laugh, how it filled the room. Now silence lingers like an endless tomb. The clock kept staring with an empty face, reminding me of the truths I can't replace. I tried to rewind what I couldn't control, but time is a thief that carves on the soul. If there's no tomorrow, if the night won't break, what will they remember of the life I made? And I know I can't stop the sand, but I hold on with both hands. Every breath, every scar, every chance is worth more than the ticking of that dance. The clock without hands still beats in me, marking the truth of what's meant to be. It don't count the hours, it don't count the years, it counts the courage to face our fears. If I have today, then I'll make it mine, a lifetime of love in borrowed time. The clock without hands still calls my name, reminding me life ain't a waiting game. I wasted too long chasing shadows in vain, counting what's gone, counting my pain. But tonight I'll burn, I'll rise, I'll fight, live like tomorrow won't see the light. For the ones I've lost, for the ones who stay, I'll give my soul in the words I say. Even if the clock won't ever move, my life will sing, my heart will prove. I know I can't stop the sand, but I'll hold on with both hands. Every tear, every scar, every chance is worth more than the ticking of that dance. The clock without hands still beats in me, marking the truth of what's meant to be. It don't count the hours, it don't count the years, it counts the courage to face our fears. If I have today, then I'll make it mine, a lifetime of love in borrowed time. The clock without hands still calls my name, reminding me life ain't a waiting game. So let the world spin, let the sun fall down. I won't be ruled by the ticking sound. Love is the measure, love is the way, not the hours, not the days. The broken clock still shines, it's true, the time is nothing without the proof. The clock without hands still beats in me, marking the truth of what's meant to be. It don't count the hours, it don't count the years, it counts the courage to fight through tears. If I have today, then I'll make it mine, a lifetime of love in borrowed time. The clock without hands still calls my name, and I live so hard they remember my flame. found a letter hidden deep inside. Her name on the paper, her tears still dried. The ink was shaking, the words have gone. Confessions written before the dawn. She said she was leaving, she couldn't stay. The silence between us has stolen the day. But fire had claimed it before I could see. Ashes of truth staring back at me. I still smelled her skin, the ghost of a touch, where love had been. What secrets she carried, I'll never know. Only the embers could whisper and show a promise of love or a plea to forgive. A dream of tomorrow we never lived. The flames erased it, but the ache remains. A shadow eternal carved in my veins. If words could survive the fire's breath, would they save us from this death? Or were they meant to fade away like all the nights I begged her to stay? The letter burned before the dawn, but its silence keeps me holding on. 1,000 questions with no reply, a memory written in smoke-filled sky. I'll never know what she had to say, but the fire took her words away. The letter burned before the dawn, yet in my heart it still reads on. I walk alone where the ashes fell, listening close for the secrets they tell. The page is gone, but the weight is here, carved in my soul with every tear. What if she loved me? What if she lied? The flames decide what the truth can hide. And in the silence I hear her call. Through the smoke and ashes I feel it all. If words could survive the fire's breath, would they save us from this death? Or were they meant to turn to dust, leaving me nothing but broken truth? The letter burned before the dawn, but its silence keeps me holding on. 1,000 questions with no reply, a memory written in smoke-filled sky. I'll never know what she had to say, but the fire took her words away. The letter burned before the dawn, yet in my heart it still reads on. Maybe her words were a final plea, maybe her hope was still with me. me. But the fire decided, the night made it clear. I live with the silence year after year. The letter burned before the dawn, but its silence keeps me holding on. No ashes, no paper, but still it's true. Her final message was I loved you, though I'll never see the line she wrote. They're carved forever inside my throat. The letter burned before the dawn, but her spirit whispers on and on. I built a cradle in my mind, a lullaby I'd never find, a name unspoken, a dream half told, a tiny hand I'll never hold. The night was quiet, but the silence screamed of what could have been, or the life I dreamed. The years moved on, but the ache stayed near, a shadow of love that never appeared. Children running wild and wonder if you'd have smiled. Would you have my eyes, her gentle face? Would you have filled this empty space? The echo follows wherever I go, a seed of love that didn't grow. And though the world will never know your name, in my soul you remain the same. No candle burns, no grave to find, just endless questions in my mind. The love that never came to be still beats inside the heart of me. The child I never held still holds me tight through empty mornings, through sleepless nights. A ghost of laughter, a whisper near, a silent heartbeat I still hear. Though time moves on and wounds may mend, some stories never find their end. The child I never held still lives inside a part of me I'll never I dreamed of teaching you to stand, to guide your steps, to hold your hand. But fate decided it closed the door and left me longing forevermore. Yet in the silence I still pray that somehow, somewhere we'll meet one day. And when I go where the shadows fall, I'll finally answer your waiting call. No candle burns, no grave to find, just endless questions in my mind. The love that never came to stay still walks beside me every day. The child I never held still holds me tight through empty mornings, through sleepless nights. A ghost of laughter, a whisper near, a silent heartbeat I still hear. Though time moves on and wounds may mend, some I found a picture in the drawer. It just burned, it said no more. A smile frozen, but the fire warm. The past reduced to ash and sun. Your eyes still stare through smoke and flame, but time has blurred the face, the name. What once was living warm and near now haunts me more with every year. That frame, my hands were cold. The photograph too frail to hold. I ask myself if love survives when only ash and dust arrive. The walls remember what we lost. Every ember counts the cost. And though the fire has dimmed the view, it can't erase the ghost of you. The ashes whisper in the night, a fading truth, a hidden light. The picture's gone, the memory stays etched in the smoke of yesterday. Ashes in the photograph, love in ruins, shadows cast. Fingers reaching through the flame, nothing's ever quite the same. Burned but not forgotten, whole ashes carved upon my soul. The photograph may turn to dust, but still it burns because it must. I sometimes dream the fire reversed, the face is clear, the pain dispersed, but morning comes and I still see a photograph that burned with me. For what is love but fragile glass that shatters quick, too weak to last? Yet even shards cut deep inside, a wound that never will subside. The ashes whisper in the night, a fading truth, a hidden light. The picture's gone, the memory stays etched in the smoke of yesterday. Ashes in the photograph, love in ruins, shadows cast. Fingers reaching through the flame, nothing's ever quite the same. Burned but not forgotten, whole ashes carved upon my soul. The photograph may turn to dust, but still it burns because it must. Because it must. If the fire could speak aloud, it would confess it wore no shroud. It burned the frame, but not the heart. We're bound though torn, not pulled apart. Ashes in a photograph, I still breathe what didn't last. Your face erased, but love remains, a ghost alive in broken flames. Burned but not forgotten, whole ashes carved upon my soul. The photograph has turned to dust, but still it burns because it must. Because it must. Your shoes still sitting by the door untouched, like you might walk in, like life's not crushed. Laces frayed from the miles we walk, leather worn thin by the nights we talk. The silence now is sharp, it bleeds, but once you fill the room with needs, I pass them by, I can't let go. They guard the doorway, they still know. Every footprint carved in sand, every journey hand in hand. Now the floorboards creak with just my weight, and time reminds me I'm too late. I boxed up clothes, I've cleared the shelf, but shoes still whisper for themselves. A simple pair, but heavy more than any grief I've held before. The doorway keeps your ghost alive, and worn out shoes where love survives. I close my eyes, I see you there. The sound of footsteps fills the air. Shoes by the door, they're waiting still. A memory no fire can kill. I leave them there, I can't pretend. They're where we started, where we end. A pair of shoes, a love worn shore. Now all that's left by the door. Remind me where we've been. A tether strong, a tether sore. My heart is tied to shoes by the door. The doorway keeps your ghost alive, and worn out shoes where love survives. I close my eyes, I see you there. The sound of footsteps fills the air. Shoes by the door, they're waiting still. A memory no fire can kill. I leave them there, I can't pretend. They're where we started, where we end. A pair of shoes, a love on shore. Now all that's left by the door. Carry them where memories are. Not leather now, but flesh and bone. They walk beside me, I'm not alone. Shoes by the door, they're waiting still. A memory no fire can kill. I leave them there, I can't let go. They're my reminder, they still show. A pair of shoes, a love one's pure. Now all that's left by the door. By the river's bend she used to sing. Her voice was softer than the spring. Barefoot steps on stones of gray. She made the darkest night a day. But rivers rise and rivers claim the ones they love, they take by name. And And on that morning, cold and wide, the river pulled her to its side. Her laughter echoes in the stream. It haunts my nights, it floods my dreams. I search the banks, I call, I pray, but flowing waters wash her away. No stone to mark, no grave to tend, just endless current without end. I curse the tide, I curse the rain. The river took but left the pain. And still it whispers when I stand, kneeling down with trembling hands. Her face reflected in the wave. The river holds what I can't save. The river took her name away, but in my heart she'll always stay. Carved in water, carved in flame, I'll never stop calling her name. Though currents steal and floods remain, the river can't erase the pain. The seasons change, the banks grow dry, but her memory won't say goodbye. Each drop of rain that hits my skin feels like her touch returned again. And though she's gone, I hear a song. The river hums it all night long. Her name still rises with the tide, a ghost that water cannot hide. And still it whispers when I stand, kneeling down with trembling hands. Her face reflected in the wave. The river holds what I can't save. The river took her name away, but in my heart she'll always stay. Carved in water, carved in flame, I'll never stop calling her name. Though currents steal and floods remain, the river can't erase the pain.
Kept the words locked in my chest, afraid they'd break, afraid the rest. 1,000 nights I bit my tongue, afraid to show what I'd begun. The pages yellowed, ink ran dry, each note a secret, each line a sigh. And silence built a heavy wall, where truth was buried most of all. I watched the world, it passed me by, with melodies I left to die. The chorus sat inside my veins, but never reached the open plains. I sang in dreams, but not awake. I feared the sound my heart would make. The song was mine, but time was cruel. It silenced me, it wrote the rules. But now the night won't let me hide. The words are breaking deep inside. A quiet storm, a trembling hand, a song that waits to take a quiet song when I was young. Would hearts have healed? Would bells have rung? Or was it meant to wait till now? To teach me strength, to teach me how. The echoes rise, they cut, they mend. A song's not lost, it finds its end. And though the past can't be undone, the song still rises, still is sung. And now the night won't let me hide. The words are breaking deep inside. A quiet storm, a trembling hand, a song that waits to take a stand. This is a song I never sang, the truth that burned, the weight, the pain. A voice restrained for far too long now breaks the silence with this song. It's not too late, though years have flown. The song I never sang is shown. So if you hear this voice tonight, no silence lost and I found light. The song I fear to let take wing is now my freedom, now my hymn. This is a song I never sang, the truth that burned, the weight, the pain. A voice restrained for far too long now breaks the silence with this song. It's not too late, though years have flown. The song I never sang is known.
I was just a boy with restless hands, a pocket full of broken plans. The classroom walls, they held me tight, but my heart was dreaming out of sight. So I carved my name into the wood, like a promise that I understood, that one day I'd be more than this, a mark of pain, a mark of bliss. Years have passed, the desks are gone, the building echoes like a song. But if you look, you'll still see mine, letters carved that stand through time. A boy who wanted to be heard, who couldn't find the proper words. So with a blade he left a scar to prove that he had made it far. And though the ink of youth may fade, the scars we leave are never erased. The wood still whispers strong and plain, the boy I was still speaks my name. Carved on the school desk, rough and raw, the proof of a boy who broke the law. Not of the courts, but of the cage, a restless heart, a burning page. Carved on the desk, a simple claim, the world will know I had a name. I've built a life, I've walked through fire, I've lost, I've loved, I've climbed much higher. But when I'm weak I still recall the desk, the mark, the boy so small. It wasn't art, it wasn't clean, but it was real and it was me. The blade was dull, the cut was deep, a promise that my soul would keep. Though the ink of youth may fade, the scars we leave are never erased. The wood still whispers strong and plain, the boy I was still speaks my name. Carved on the school desk, rough and raw, the proof of a boy who broke the law. Not of the courts, but of the cage. A restless heart, a burning page. Carved on the desk, a simple claim. The world will know I had a name. Desk one day, run your fingers where the letters stay. You'll feel the ghost of who I was, a boy who dreamed, a boy who loved. Carved on the school desk, rough and raw, the proof of a boy who broke the law. Not of the courts, but of the cage. A restless heart, a burning page. Carved on the desk, my soul remains forever bound, forever named. There was a window in my room. It faced the sun, it faced the moon, but I kept it closed, I locked it tight. Afraid of day, afraid of night. The world went on, I stayed inside. My hopes were small, my fears were wide. And though the seasons came and went, that window stayed my punishment. Watch the dust collect and grow, 1,000 chances I let go. The laughter outside called my name, but silence always won the game. I dreamed of air I'd never breathe, of roads I'd walk, or webs I'd weave. But when the moment reached my door, the window stayed the same once more. And now I see through glass and years, a life of could-have beens appears. A silent frame, a story told of youth that wasted turning old. The window that never opened wide kept me prisoner, kept me tied. I lost the sky, I lost the rain, I traded love for fear and pain. The window sealed, the truth remained, a life unlived, a soul restrained. But even now the pain is thin, I feel the storm that calls within. It's not too late, the frame can break. The choice is mine, the risk to take. But though the years are heavy worn, a single crack can still be born. The glass can fall, the air can sing, the window waits for me to spring. And now I see through glass and years, a life of could-have beens appears. But if I open, if I try, perhaps I'll taste the living sky. The window that never opened wide kept me prisoner, kept me tied. I lost the sky, I lost the rain, I traded love for fear and pain. But now I choose, I'll break the chain. No window closed, falls to the ground, I'll breathe at last, I'll hear the sound. The world was waiting all this time. I just had to cross the line. The window that never opened wide is just a memory, not my life. I found the sky, I found the rain, I traded fear for hope again. The window broke and so did chains. Now I am free, now love remains. Walls are lined with hollow wood, where photographs once proudly stood. Smiles and faces now erased, empty frames hold what I misplaced. The silence screams and shakes the air. 1,000 ghosts are waiting there, each frame a wound, each space a scar of love that left but stays afar. I trace the dust with trembling hand. Once we stood where once we planned. The glass is cracked, the edge is frayed, but memory refused to fade. The louder life, the deeper pain. These empty frames still call your name, and though the pictures all are gone, the silence keeps their story strong. The quiet hangs a heavy sound, where laughter once would circle round. Each empty frame's a broken song, a truth that whispers I was wrong. The silence of empty frames holds a weight of love and shame. Every wall becomes a tomb, a gallery of shadowed rooms. The silence speaks, it won't let go. It tells the stories I still know. To hang new portraits high, but all they did was testify that what was lost can't be replaced by newer smiles, by fresher grace. So now I leave the walls undone, a shrine to battles never won. And in their silence, raw and true, the empty frames still speak of you. The quiet hangs a heavy sound, where laughter once would circle round. Each empty frame's a broken song, a truth that whispers I was wrong. The silence of empty frames holds the weight of love and shame. Every wall becomes a tomb, a gallery of shadowed rooms. The silence speaks, it won't let go. It tells the stories I still know. Maybe silence is the art, the missing piece, the broken heart. No pain, no glass, no name to call, just truth reflected on the wall. The silence of empty frames holds the weight of love and pain. Though pictures fade, the echoes stay, the walls remember anyway. The silence speaks, it won't let go. It tells the stories I still know. down so deep, but underneath the ghosts still creep. The letters shine for all to see it, hide the darker part of me. I walk the streets with head held high, but shadows follow, shadows lie. The world believes I'm strong the same, but I'm buried under my own name. Each step I take, the ground recalls the weight I've carried through these halls. The stories told, the myths they make don't show the cracks, don't show the breaks. I've worn the mask, I've played the part, but silence lingers in my heart. No monument can clear the shame when I'm buried under my own name. And in the night I hear it call, the truth beneath it shakes it all. The name they praise, the one they claim, is not the man I've really named. Buried under my name, I hide the wounds I never set aside. The letters carved, the world may cheer, but they don't know what brought me here. Buried deep, the truth remains, I'm still a prisoner of my name. I've seen the graves, the stones aligned, each name a story left behind, but none reveal the weight they bore, the fears they hid, the secret wars. And so I stand the same as they, a man of night, a man of clay. The words they write will sound the same, but I'm buried under my own name. And in the night I hear it call, the truth beneath it shakes it all. The name they praise, the one they claim, is not the man I've really named. Buried under my name, I hide the wounds I never set aside. The letters carved, the world may cheer, but they don't know what brought me here. Buried deep, the truth remains, I'm still a prisoner of my If names could break, if stones could weep, they'd show the secrets that I keep. But in the end, we're all the same, buried under our own name. Buried under my name, I hide the wounds I never set aside. The letters carved, the world may cheer, but they don't know what brought me here. Buried deep, the truth remains, I'm still a prisoner of my I spoke your name into the air. Silence swallowed every prayer. Four cold walls, they just stood still. No voice returned, no hope to fill. I waited long, I begged a sound, but emptiness is what I found. A hollow cage, a way to know I'm trapped inside a room with no echo. Once these walls held love and song, but now they only prove me wrong. Every corner bare and dry keeps the questions who and why. I pound my fist, I call again, but silence is my only friend. It answers not, it lets me go. This room became my shadow's home. If silence speaks, it speaks to me. A broken heart and what can't be. 1,000 words I try to throw, but no return, no echo. The room without echo, it knows my pain. It swallows my voice, it drinks my name. No answer comes, no truth, no song, just empty walls where I belong. The louder I scream, the deeper I know I'm living inside a room with no echo. I thought of leaving, thought of flame, to burn these walls, to break the chain. But even fire won't make them speak. The silence strong, the silence bleak. So here I stand, my shadow near, the only sound I ever hear. A life that begs but can't let go of the room that stole my echo. If silence speaks, it speaks to me. A broken heart and what can't be. 1,000 words I tried to throw, but none return, no echo. The room without echo, it knows my pain. It swallows my voice, it drinks my name. No answer comes, no truth, no song, just empty walls where I belong. The louder I scream, the deeper I know I'm living inside a room with no echo. But maybe silence is the key, a place where I can finally see that echoes die but truth remains. A quiet heart still beats through pain. The room without echo, it taught me well that silence can be its own hell. But even here I find my ground. A voice can live without a sound. Though no reply will ever flow, I'll sing inside this room with no echo. You smiled at night, I thought you're fine, but pain was hiding between the lines. I held your hand, but not your soul. I missed the wound that took its toll. Laughter masked a breaking ground, a silent scream without a sound. I thought I knew the depths of you, but scars were there I never knew. I saw the sunlight in your face, but shadows lingered, hard to trace. The weight you carried locked away beneath the words you never say. And now I stand with open eyes, too late to see through your disguise. The scar you bore was clear as day, but I was blind, I looked away. And now the truth cuts deep in me. The scar I missed, I couldn't see. A lesson carved, a heavy price. That love means more than just the light. The scar I didn't see remains, a shadow inked in blood and pain. It wasn't yours, it now is mine, a mark that lives beyond all time. I'll carry it, I'll bear the plea. The scar I didn't see in thee. If I could turn the clocks around, I'd trace your silence, hear the sound. I'd hold the truth you hid so well and pull you from that quiet hell. But life moves on, the lesson stays, a scar etched in my own veins. The ones we miss can shape the end. The wounds unseen still don't pretend. And now the truth cuts deep in me. The scar I missed, I couldn't see. A lesson carved, a heavy price. That love means more than just the light. The scar I didn't see remains, a shadow inked in blood and pain. It wasn't yours, it now is mine, a mark that lives beyond all time. I'll carry it, I'll bear the plea. The scar I didn't see in thee. Find our maps that live inside the mind. They teach us all, they show the way to love much deeper every day. The scar I didn't see remains, a silent fire, eternal flame. It wasn't yours and now is mine, a mark that lives beyond all time. I'll carry it, I'll bear the plea. The scar I didn't see in thee. I heard the whistle in the night, steel on steel, a ghost in flight. I grabbed my bag, I tried to run, but the train had already begun. No station sign, no place to rest, just pounding wheels and pounding chest. I climbed aboard, the doors were locked, the train of life, it never stopped. shadows blurred, I saw the years, the faces fading into tears. A child, a dream, a fleeting flame, all rushing past, no time to claim. I begged the brakeman, slow it down. He shook his head, the rail's just grown. You ride until the line is cropped. This is the train that never stopped. The shadows stretch, the lights all fade. I wonder what of me was made. 1,000 chances, none I caught, all left behind by what I saw. The train that never stops rolls on. It steals the night, it swallows dawn. No station waits, no whistle calls, just endless track, these iron walls. And though I pray, though tears have dropped, I'm bound inside a train that never stops. Some found their seats, some stood alone. Some carried love, some carried stone. I held regret inside my hands, watched landscape slip like shifting sand. I swore I'd jump, I swore I'd try, but fear kept screaming, stay inside. And so I ride with lessons caught inside the train that never stopped. The shadows stretch, the lights all fade. I wonder what of me was made. 1,000 chances, none I caught, all left behind by what I saw. The train that never stops rolls on. It steals the night, it swallows dawn. No station waits, no whistle calls, just endless track, these iron walls. And though I pray, though tears have dropped, I'm bound inside the train that never stops rolls on. It steals the night, it swallows dawn. No station waits, no whistle calls, just endless track, these iron walls. And though I pray, though tears have dropped, I'm bound inside a train that never stops. Just not to waste the day. For even if no stops remain, we find the meaning on the train. The train that never stops rolls on. It steals the night, it swallows dawn. And though no station waits for me, I've learned the cost, I've learned to see the journey's where the soul is taught on the train that never stops.